Hey guys, Sharpening Dude here with part 2 of our stick taping series. Today we have a very special item making a guest appearance. This here is Alex Ovechkin's stick. We were lucky enough to acquire this back in April of last year at a game where my son was able to win over his attention. And what we're going to be doing today is taping the blade of our stick. So Ovi has a signature half-toe wrap with these nice quarter-inch rolls, and he uses fat white tape for it, and you can notice that there's these black marks on it. He uses old school stick wax, which is just a puck. And on the back here, what we're going to try to replicate is not only his wrap, but this little signature tag that hangs over on the very first start of his wrap. So we're going to go ahead and grab our stick. And for this project, you're going to need your tape, a puck, and some scissors to cut the toe. So to start off with, we're going to grab our tape. And you want to make sure that if you have any messed up pieces like this, you're going to cut it off so that you have a nice, fresh piece of tape. Take a little bit out so that you have a little bit more than the blade. And then when you're sitting down, this is a bit easier to do, but we're going to try to make this thing work. You're going to take your tape and you're going to hang it over so that you're about maybe 2 inches or so over that tape, or over that blade. Then you'll go ahead and make sure that it's perfectly straight, smooth it out, and then remember that signature back end means that we're going to try to flip this down and over just a little bit like that. So that way we have some overlap as we make our lines. So take our tape and we're gonna go ahead and start our wraps. The first one you're gonna do is you're gonna come down and go right over that first one. You can smooth it out with your hands. When you come back over, you're going to probably go about halfway across that first line right there. And that's when you're going to start your quarter-inch rolls. If you mess up a bit on your angling, don't worry about it. Just redo it as many times as you need. Remember, take your time with this. That way you can really get these quarter-inch wraps right. Smoothing things out, turn the blade over. If you've got a little bit of a gap right here, smooth. And now we're really going to get rolling on these wraps. If you have little lines like this, don't worry about it. You can take your thumb and smooth those out. You want to continue that wrap all the way through the toe. Once you get to about this portion here, you're going to go ahead and start pinching the top of that toe so that you get it nice and crisp over like this, and you're wrapping all of that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take it, get a bunch of tape off, and you're going to rip it right there. So that way you can really make this kind of a masterpiece. So here you'll take your roll, and you're going to keep while holding the stick, you're going to continue that wrap over, and it's a bit hard to see, but we're going to go ahead and flip that, make sure that we've got that nice quarter-inch wrap still. Take it over your toe, pinch, and then we'll do the same thing on the back, finishing it out. Right there. Take everything, pinch it down nice and tight, smooth it out with your hands. And then now what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to follow that toe just like that. You want to make sure that you get close enough to the stick, but not too close to where you're going to leave a gap for that stick to come out. And if you have a little frays like I just did, that's all right. You're going to go ahead and clean it up, just coming back over. Just like that. Sharp scissors is really the key to this if you want to have a good wrap right here. Now that you've got your wrap done, you're going to take your puck, and on the corner of it, you're going to go ahead and start smooth it out over. You don't want to go all the way up here too much because you can actually rip the toe off if you go too hard. Once you get to that point, now you can go the opposite direction and smooth down and over. We'll go ahead and do the back. And the same thing for this top. Make sure you're smoothing all the way across. And there you have it. You have your finished tape job. And we can compare the two side by side, and while I'm definitely not as masterful as Alex is, not too bad. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Don't forget to get your edge.